Hi, today's Friday, February 22nd, 2019. My name is Mrs. Leary. I will be presenting a lesson in area of a circle. So go ahead and sit back, get out a piece of paper, and hopefully this will help. What I first want to do is I want to discuss what we've previously talked about. If you can get out page 9 of your notes in Unit 5, I have page 9 up here right now for you. It should be titled Area of Rectangles. Remember, the area is the number of square units needed to cover. Cover is a key word, cover a surface. So other keywords that we need to think about and underline in our story problems are cover, paint, tile, carpet, and pave. So remembering that, we're going to go ahead and move on to area of a circle. So I need everybody to get out a blank sheet of paper. First thing I want you to do is I want you to title your page. Area of a circle, number at page 12. This is page 12, Unit 5. So go ahead and do that. We'll wait a second. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about the formula. Everybody should have their formula sheet out that they were given. You received that about a week or so ago when we started on this. It has all the formulas for circles and rectangles and triangles. So for this, our formula for area of a circle is A equals pi r squared. Who remembers the value of pi?
3.14.
Thank you. And r squared, r means?
Radius.
Radius. So when we talk about pi r squared in word form, we're going to write that as area equals pi times radius times radius. This isn't radius times 2. This is radius times radius. That can be confusing to some. So the next thing I want you to do is draw a circle. I want you to shade it in, just like I've done up here, and I want you to draw a dot in the middle to the side, and that's called the radius. Remember, radius is half the length of the diameter. The diameter goes all the way across the circle. Keyword cover, that's why I had you shade it. We're covering that. We're covering the circle. Remember, circumference is around. Cover is area. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to draw a picture of a circle with a radius of 6 meters. Then we're going to plug that into our formula. So we're going to bring that down. We're going to take the pi, 3.14, a radius of 6, times 6, times 6 again. So our answer for this problem, who's worked that answer out? Who has the answer to that?
113.04 meters squared.
Good job, 113.04 meters squared. That's my son that you hear helping me today with this lesson. So he's a big help to me right now. So what happens if we have a diameter instead of a radius? What happens if we have a diameter
Divide the
instead of
diameter
a
by
radius? Correct. You divide the diameter by 2. So if you draw on your paper a diameter of 8, like I've done up here on the board, here's your circle. We have a diameter of 8. We divide 8 by 2, we get 4. So you bring this down, and you have a radius of 4. So now we can use our area formula. So we have A equals pi, 3.14, radius squared, and our radius is 4. So it's 3.14 times 4 times 4. And our answer to that question is going to be area equals 50.24 feet squared. So that's how you get the area of a circle when you have a diameter. So remember, when you have a diameter, you divide the diameter in half, you plug it into your formula, you roll your numbers down, plug it into your calculator, you get your answer, and make sure that you always square it, whatever measurement you're using, inches, feet, meters, kilometers, always squared when you're doing area of a circle. So we're going to do one more like this. Now I want you to draw a circle. And you're going to have an area pi r squared, and I've given you a diameter of 12. So we divide the 12 in half, gives us 6. So now we know that the radius is 6. So we can plug that into our formula. Pi is 3.14. Radius is half of the diameter, which is 6, times 6 times 6. And your answer for that, the area of that circle, is 113.04 inches squared. Does anybody have any questions
Nope.
before we move on? All right, because what you're going to move on to, let me move some of my notes out of the way, is you need to go ahead and get a blank sheet of paper. You're going to receive a piece of paper that has 6 word problems on it, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So while those are being passed out, I'm going to go over some of the directions that I want you to do. One of the most important things you need to do is underline your keywords. Find those keywords that we talked about for area. Cover, paint, pave, carpet, floor. Some of those are some keywords that you can use to help you figure out if this is a radius or a circumference. So when you get your paper, this is what I want you to do. You're going to have 3 on one side, just like this, like Miss Leary has. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so maybe you can see all 3 on one page. Maybe it won't let me zoom out any further, but there's 1, 2, 3. And you can see what I've gone through and done. I've gone through and I've underlined my keywords. The Juniper in the lighthouse sends out a light in a radius of 18 miles. How much area does the light cover? So I know that radius is telling me I'm finding the radius of the circle, area, and cover. So those are my keywords to tell me that it's going to be my area formula of pi r squared. So I'm going to go ahead and plug those numbers in, and I'm going to work out my problem. So this is going to be all independent. This is for a grade, so when you're finished, you can bring it up to me. I'll check it. We'll go over it. I'll send you back if you have some that you have to fix. If you got them all correct, I will give you a little exit ticket, which is another little problem I'm going to have you come over and do. It's kind of like this worksheet here. Your exit ticket is going to be the first 3 problems on this worksheet. 1, 2, and 3. What you're going to do is you're going to tell me what the area of those circles are. And when you finish that, I'll know that you understand what you're doing with area. You'll be able to go ahead, put your notes in your binder, pack up, and get ready to go home for the day because it's just about time for dismissal. So does anybody have any questions?
No.
No, we're all good? We understand what we're doing?
Yep.
All right, so I'll be up here at my desk. If there's anything I can do, just raise your hand or come up to me and I'll be happy to help you. So hopefully everybody has learned a little bit more about area of a circle. Thanks for stopping by.